Next on Worcester News tonight, hundreds mourn the loss of a longtime school committee member as a community remembers Brian O'Connell. Plus, brand names and low prices draw crowds in Worcester. Ollie's opens its first Massachusetts location right here in the city. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Olivia Lemmon. A sunny, warm fall day across central Massachusetts, but the cooler temperatures could be returning. Let's get a first look at our local forecast for more.
Hey there, good evening. I'm meteorologist Pamela Gardner. Well, a beautiful evening for us. After a very soggy start to the morning, early morning drive was a little rough. We got all the rain out of here, and as promised, as advertised, we had a mild afternoon thanks to that west-northwest breeze, which was gusty from time to time. That breeze will continue through this evening, cooling off to 50 degrees by 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock 49, and mostly clear. And overnight tonight, lows will dip into the low 40s. Some of the suburbs could see the upper 30s, and we may have some areas of frost developing where you're blocked from the wind, but still a little bit of a gusty west-southwest wind, then tomorrow south-southwest wind, helping to elevate our temperatures once again. Low to mid-60s and more brilliant sunshine for Thursday. And we will have that other mild day for Thursday, but a shortwave moves in Friday night. This will bring us a chance for some light showers for the first half of the weekend, with a little bit of a break in the rain, and then by the second half, changeable weather. So a 50-50 weekend. I'll explain in your 10-day.
Members of the community are paying their respects to the late Brian O'Connell. The longtime school committee member passed away last week at the age of 70. Our Cam Jandro joins us now from outside the 8th Eye Memorial Home, where services are underway. Cam.
Olivia, family, friends, and colleagues of Brian O'Connell are here at the funeral home. He had been on the school committee for 36 years. He was a lifelong Worcester resident, and his 36 years on the school committee makes him one of the longest-serving elected officials in Worcester's history. O'Connell was running for a 19th term on the school committee before his passing. He was a graduate of Worcester Academy, Holy Cross, and Harvard Law School. He's being remembered as a kind man with a great mind.
He was dedicated to education. He dedicated his whole life to it, to the kids, to the teachers, and trying to make Worcester a better place. And you know, he changed his career midstream so he could focus on education, actually get a job in some other school districts, and did a nice job here as a school committee member for 36 years.
Brian is definitely the smartest person I've ever met. He could remember, you know, all the important facts and dates, and learning was so important to him.
Now, the colors of O'Connell's alma maters will be shown on the Burns Bridge tonight and tomorrow. Funeral services for O'Connell are scheduled for tomorrow at 10 a.m. at St. John's Church in Worcester. In Worcester, I'm Cam Jandro, Worcester News Tonight.
Worcester police are asking the public for help identifying a person in connection with a credit card theft. Police say the man in this photo is a person of interest. The image was taken from a surveillance camera. Anyone able to identify the man is asked to contact police. Students from a Worcester middle school are participating in a statewide challenge. They're working to solve real-world problems, including polluted water. Our Anna Botari spoke with students today and has more.
Environmental activist Greta Thunberg's speech on the climate crisis inspired 8th grade students at Sullivan Middle School. Their teacher asked them to come up with a way to make water cleaner.
What was really cool about it is it was like the day after Greta Thunberg made her speech to the UN. And she was like, I can't believe you guys, the young people are speaking. And so I played that for my students, and they were so inspired. They're like, we can make a difference.
Mass STEM Hub and Project Lead the Way are putting out a challenge as part of STEM Week. Jillian D. Bonaventura's class began their work 3 weeks ago and are creating a filter to eliminate microplastics from the water in washing machines.
Fabrics like this and the fuzzy, soft blankets that we all love to cuddle up to in this weather, they're made of plastic. So, and it comes off in the washing machine and it contaminates the water. And there's no filter on the machine.
One group is thinking outside the box with their invention.
It hits the coffee filter, and then the water and the microplastics, it will go down with the water and the microplastics, and the net will catch it, and then the coffee filter will hold it and store it, and the water will just go all the way down and drain completely all the water, and the microplastics will stay and it will be removable.
Dee Bonaventura will choose 2 of the 6 groups in her class to go to a STEM showcase in Boston to present their idea.
The showcase itself is a learning experience. So that's why I said yes. They're up to it. They rose to the challenge.
The Worcester Students' projects will compete against others from 400 different schools across the state. In the studio, I'm Anna Botari, Worcester News Tonight.
Worcester's municipal election is less than 2 weeks away, and the race for school committee is packed with challengers. Tuesday, the 11 candidates running for 6 seats were under the same roof for a debate. This year's school committee race is one of the largest in recent history, and all have a variety of priorities if they're elected.
I very much so want to see us move our strategic plan forward.
We need to take control of our high suspension rates.
The first is funding.
Closing the achievement gap, which encompasses reading on grade level at the end of grade 3.
Increased beneficial vocational education programs.
A common theme among the candidates was better preparing children for adulthood and looking at what the district should do about sex education. If you're looking for a good deal, a new store opening in Worcester may be the place to go. Hundreds headed to Ollie's Bargain Outlet for the grand opening of its new location. Our Valerie Bell is at the store. She joins us now with more. Valerie.
Yeah, Olivia, it's a very exciting time to be in Worcester. Not only is this the first Ollie's to open here, but it's the first one in the entire state of Massachusetts. Now, in case you're wondering where it's located, it's right here in the South Plaza, located right off of Grafton Street. Now, most people that came in today did not leave empty-handed. Cars filled the parking lot, people packed the store for the grand opening of Ollie's Bargain Outlet in Worcester.
Worcester is the second largest city in Massachusetts, so we thought we fit here perfectly.
Ollie's is one of America's largest retailers of closeout merchandise. This is their first store in Massachusetts.
We think that we fill a great void for closeout bargain shopping in the state of Massachusetts.
Which is why Ollie's is planning to open in more locations across the state.
The second one is going to open up next week in Plymouth. Ain't that right, Ollie?
We bring these great values to the state of Massachusetts. Again, our motto is good stuff cheap.
Shoppers filled their carts. Many say they are excited for this opening.
I grew up around Ollie's from Columbus, Ohio days, and I'm in the Worcester area, so I decided to come and take a look.
Although most came here for the deals, others came to the grand opening for another reason.
I just came here to meet Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Ollie's is a great partner of our sport of NASCAR racing and supports a lot of drivers and teams.
NASCAR driver Ricky Stenhouse Jr. was signing autographs.
I got a signature over here.
And taking pictures with the customers.
It's always cool to be able to come out and meet some of the new shoppers here and, and grand open a new store.
Sal Rodriguez came here with his mother and his girlfriend and says he was impressed by what he found.
We got a few bargains, good deals.
His mother was able to find a few things too.
I got a hula hula. She got a hula hula.
Now, they opened this morning at 9 a.m. and since then this place has been completely busy. It's been almost impossible to find parking out here. Now, if you can take a look behind me, you see it's a very similar situation as people are getting off work and coming out to get those bargain deals. Reporting in Worcester, Valerie Bell, Worcester News Tonight.
This year's flu season has already started. The CDC is encouraging people to get the flu shot before flu is active in your community. They say this may be the best way to avoid getting sick. Doctors in Worcester say the flu commonly circulates from late fall through early spring.
People who get the flu shot tend to, if they do get the flu, get over it a little bit faster, or they don't have such severe of symptoms.
Doctors say the current vaccine covers 4 strains of the virus. Doctors say they will review it mid-flu season to measure the vaccine success. State public health officials announced 17 more vaping-related illnesses in Massachusetts, bringing the total to 46 cases currently being reviewed by the CDC. A majority of patients are women and a little less than half are under the age of 30. This comes as a legal battle plays out in state court. Governor Baker is appealing a judge's decision, forcing him to alter his temporary ban on the sale of vaping products. The governor has until next Monday to make changes to his 4-month ban. The state has stopped mosquito sample testing with the cool weather moving in, but Leicester is one of the first towns to lift their outdoor activities recommendation. The town had imposed a restriction citing concerns about mosquitoes carrying EEE. Tuesday, Leicester's public health department lifted it, allowing after-school activities like football games to go past 6 p.m. Leicester's high school football coach is hopeful the town's decision will start a chain reaction.
Fully convinced by the end of next week, probably most towns are going to make the move. Now that you can play at night, every sport will see. It's hard for a parent or to go see your son or daughter play at 3:30 in the afternoon.
The restrictions lift will not affect Leicester's football team until their next scheduled home game on November 1st. Ricky Duran isn't the only one making waves in primetime reality television. Worcester's own Dominique is making a name for himself on the hit reality TV show Temptation Island. The dating show features 4 couples who agree to live with singles of the opposite sex to test the strength of their relationships. Price, a Holy Name High School and UMass Amherst grad, is one of several singles on this season's show. Price says another Central Mass native led him to this experience.
What helped was my friend who's actually from Westboro. He was on it last year. So I was able to talk to him and get ideas, and he told me like it was a good time that I should do it. And then that's what really, I was like, all right, I'll do it. And then obviously I went on the show.
Price is hoping this opportunity will help him expand his cell phone case business Sleeved. New episodes of Temptation Island air Thursday nights at 10 p.m. on the USA Network.